turn this into something positive and maybe it'll spread.
He's the most positive person on his job.
Now you're cured.
I feel good.
Good morning and welcome to Positively Milwaukee. Sometimes the best way to help yourself is to help others. Residents in the Amani neighborhood in Milwaukee have seen great success with that approach. Tony Atkins talked to them about the Amani Block by Block program.
The Amani neighborhood in Milwaukee stretches from 35th to 15th Streets and from Capitol Drive to North Avenue. Barbara Smith has lived here a long time.
About 20 years.
In that time, home ownership has fallen, and many of the homes are showing their age. Community leaders say abandoned properties became a problem, including one dubbed the Critter House.
That house became infested with every type of free roaming rodent, animal, cat, dog, you name it, it lived there.
Barbara says over the years, plenty of organizations came in to spruce up the neighborhood, but residents didn't have a lot of trust in those groups.
You know, so many promises made. They come in and they do something, and they were satisfied with that something, and then they were gone.
It's part of the reason Barbara helped found Amani United several years ago. It's a group representing the neighborhood's interests for people who might not be able to attend local government meetings.
We are here. We're standing up for ourselves. We just need your assistance to get some of the things that we want done.
The voice of Amani United was heard, and the Amani Block by Block program was created in 2019. Marisha Harris with Dominican Center says our organization came together with the Northwestern Mutual and Ezekiel Community Development Corporation to make it happen.
We firmly believe that the residents, while they're closest to the challenges in this community, that also makes them closest to the solutions.
And those solutions vary from neighbor to neighbor. It might be legal advice for people inheriting property or dealing with citations. It might be finding grants to help pay for repairs. But Jim Guyard says it also might be teaching people to make those repairs themselves.
It's an awesome feeling, it's a great accomplishment, and they want more of it.
Barbara says that's especially important, giving people the tools to help themselves.
If you come in and do it for us, that's wonderful, that's great, but it won't be sustained because you didn't equip us, you didn't give us the tools that we needed to keep it going, to sustain it.
Building a new building and painting a new building, that's not revitalizing. Revitalizing is when you're energizing the people, making them believe in themselves, making them trust each other.
One person have pride in their home is great, but when it becomes contagious, it becomes our block has an expectation. Our block, we own it, we're proud of it.
Barbara admits there is a long way to go. Amani didn't get to where it is overnight, but she's confident and proud.
And we're going to reach the ultimate goal, which is revitalizing not only these properties, but the residents as well.
Good to know. And the program has only completed one block so far, but that block by block name really gives away the rest of the plan. Leaders with the program say they are excited to start to work on another street in the Amani neighborhood. Healing comes in many forms, and medicine might not be pills or potions. It might be music. James Grove shows us a very unique therapy in Glendale.
Listen to the sound and vibrations Leanne Zell-Collins is making. She's a holistic consultant in Glendale.
This is the Synthesis Sound Healing Center, and this is where I guide people in sound healing journeys.
At this meditative space, Leanne harnesses the power of tonal vibrations to achieve soulful rejuvenation.
There are specific tones or resonant frequencies that align with certain parts of our body.
Certain tones can affect us in different ways. Think about a low booming tone or a high-pitched ring and how that would make you feel.
This is an F sharp, this is an F, and this is a D sharp. That sound vibration is massaging us from the inside out.
She's been doing this for the past 17 years and wants to help guide people towards spiritual wholeness.
Learning to truly relax, to give into gravity, to let go, to let go. Think of the concept of that.
When I sat down on this chair, I really felt relaxed. I felt like I was able to let go. But it's hard to explain what she does. It's better to experience it.
This work, the extent of it is very hard to language because it can be so deeply spiritual and soulful.
Now, Leanne's therapeutic sessions cost $40 for 90 minutes. We do have a link for you at tmj4.com if you'd like more information. You're going to hear a new voice at Bucks games in the future. For the first time, a woman has been chosen as public address announcer for Fiserv Forum. Jessica Maduker got a chance to talk with her about the unprecedented appointment.
I haven't said this the first time I'm sitting here. Is it? It is. This is the first time I'm sitting behind the mic at Fiserv. How crazy is that?
And she's the first woman to do it.
The first woman to sit behind this mic and press this button and say, 3 by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Bonnie Olson has been a public sports announcer for over 2 decades, working with various women's sports at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Last year, the Badgers volleyball team won the national championship. That to now announcing the World Championship basketball team.
3 by Drew Holiday.
This is a moment Bonnie never imagined, being a part of the Bucks celebrating women's history, all while making it.
I was like, really? You want me to do this? I never thought that this opportunity would ever come, even for one night.
It's a job she believes is fit for any woman.
I'm living proof you don't need to be 6'8". You don't need to be really fast runner or a great sports star to make history and be involved with professional athletics.
And while she is the first woman to be the Bucks public announcer, she knows it's just the beginning.
I guarantee I won't be the last woman. I hope the next one is somewhere in the stands tonight.
And Bonnie's first game behind the microphone was the Bucks versus the Wizards, and she must have been good luck because the home team beat the Wizards by 12 points. That's what we like to hear. Coming up later in the show, we're going to introduce you to a track and field star who says success runs in the family. But before we get to that, they're back doing what they do best, dancing. Hear from the Dancing Grannies about how they're lifting the community. But before we go, don't forget lunch with me every Wednesday at 12:30 on Facebook Live. Last week I got to talk to Glenn Carson, Program Director for YMCA Achievers. It's designed to help young people find career paths. Carson says the teens in our community have so much potential. Every week I get to talk to someone who is doing good in our community, someone who inspires and is truly positively Milwaukee, just like Carson. Tune in every week and feel free to leave a comment or a question. I'd love to hear from you. Welcome back to Positively Milwaukee. They are back. After a tragedy in COVID, the Milwaukee Dancing Grannies are in step once again. I sat down with the co-leaders who tell me they're looking forward to the future. The beloved Milwaukee Dancing Grannies. They appear in more than 24 parades a year. The Dancing Grannies appear at the St. Patrick's Day Parade. This is their first performance since the Christmas parade tragedy in 2021. 3 grannies and the husband of one of the grannies died when a man plowed through the crowd with his car. The grannies have been practicing hard to get ready. 14-year-old Allie Wachter was marching with the grannies, carrying the banner that fateful day. But she unfurls a spirit of strength, resolve, and appreciation.
There was a lot to process, and kind of just the simplicity of people, just even if they're sharing like 1 or 2 words or just kind of like a hug or something, it still meant a lot.
For the grannies, parades are a way to spread joy. Co-leader Jean Knutson.
It's fun. We like the cheers of the crowds and, just hearing them and, just seeing the smiles that we put on their faces. The grandmas refuse to be defined by a horrible event. Co-leader Jan Kwiatkowski.
We're also all, each in our own ways, very strong, determined women. I mean, we're all 50 plus, somewhere between 50 and 80, and we've lived a lot of life and have developed resiliency and strength, and I think just kind of as a group, too.
Jean and Jan did not witness the Waukesha terror. Kwiatkowski was on a leave of absence. Knutsen's love of the Packers kept her away.
I didn't go because I'm a big Packers fan, and I like to go out with my family and friends, or whoever gets together, and we go out and watch the games. So Aaron Rodgers, I know you signed a new contract, so give me a call.
And you deserve a call from Erin. Her daughter, Erica Wickert, gets emotional thinking about what could have happened to her mom.
What if there wasn't a Packer game going on that day? What if there wasn't anything else going on that day? She would have been there. And that's scary.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you value life a lot more now, Erica?
I think so. It's like my decisions, I'm either going with it, instead of like, well, should I do this or should I do that? And my first choice, I'm going to go with it.
And when this Packers fan shares a card from a Bears fan cousin in Illinois, she gets choked up.
Dear Jeannie and family, so glad you are here with us. I'll never knock the Packers again. That game saved your life. We're sorry for those that lost theirs and for your painful grief.
There's really something important we're saying to the world in terms of resilience and healing, and this is a long process. It's not like everybody's just feeling great and everything is behind us and everything is wonderful. It's a both and. There's a lot of ups and downs with this, being sad or being courageous or being fearful and doing something anyway.
Just like Allie Wachter, who's really a teenaged family member.
Whenever someone asks me, oh, what do you consider them? And it's kind of just, I consider them as my adopted grandmas.
And the Milwaukee dancing Grannies vow to continue to dazzle crowds and keep their hearts open to sharing love.
I ultimately believe that light triumphs over darkness, good triumphs over evil, and that giving up lets darkness and evil win.
I think that's an important message that people need to remember. Just because you get older, or you're over 50, or over 60, or over 70, doesn't mean life stops.
Correct. Nope. We got to keep on going.
Well, that's an important thing. That's the best thing about this.
I have to keep up with my grandchildren.
Yeah, how many grandchildren do you have?
I have 4.
Oh.
3 live in Kentucky and 1 lives here.
Just live life to your fullest potential, have fun, and the Grannies always say, keep on dancing.
That's an important message. And the Milwaukee Dancing Grannies have 22 new members who are learning the moves. They continue to be amazed at the outpouring of community support and support from all over the world. Coming up after the break, we settle an age-old debate on a controversial Easter candy. But first, let's meet our Positively Milwaukee Pet of the Week.
Hi, I'm Johanna with HAWS, the Humane Animal Welfare Society of Waukesha, and today I have a Positively Milwaukee dog that I would like to introduce you to, and with the help of my friend Larry, show you all the skills she has learned while at HAWS waiting for her new home. This is Ladybug. She is 6 years old. We recommend she is an only pet, and we recommend children 10 and older in the home because she's got a lot of energy and she's very strong. Larry is part of the Mod Squad here at HAWS, and they have worked on several cues. Ladybug is a well-learned girl and is ready to continue that with her new family. Whomever adopts her should expect to commit on stimulating her mind and body and keeping with all of her scholastic endeavors. So if you are interested in adopting Ladybug or any of the other animals that are available here at HAWS, please reach out to us by going to our website at hawspets.org or giving us a call at 262-542-8851 to find out who we have here that's Positively Milwaukee.
Welcome back to Positively Milwaukee. He is a fixture at Mitchell International, but Captain Shine says times are tough for his business. Bruce Harrison talked to a beloved shoe shiner about how he's staying positive.
Do you remember your first shine?
Well, it was on a Saturday in probably 1975.
If you've flown into Mitchell International,
when we started out here, the regular shine was 50 cents.
You may know the captain.
The best shoe shinesman in the city.
You bet.
He shined all over the city, the courthouse, Mayfair Mall, but he started here.
Once I learned it and I caught on, was no stopping me.
He eventually bought this business in 2004. A shoe shine artist, he says, he prefers conditioning leather with his bare hands.
The oil in my skin will go into the pores of the leather. My wife think I got the softest hands she's ever had on her anyway, you know, so.
But business is hurting.
Because the millennium was about dress down, not dress up.
Fewer business shoes to shine, basically, and then the pandemic hit.
I went from 60, 70 shines today to maybe 10 or 15 shines.
The captain had to pick up hours at an Amazon warehouse. And for the first time in his career, he's behind on payments to rent this space.
We're working on that. I don't complain, like I say. We'll get through it.
You're going to climb out of that?
Yeah, we're in America.
That includes adapting from athletic shoes to sandals.
The only thing I haven't done lately is toenails. When women always ask me, can you do these?
Whatever it takes.
And you want to bring it back to the glory days of shining.
Well, I'm gonna. I am. I'm gonna. And I'm not even gonna stop. I don't believe in that. Quitters never win and winners never quit.
And we know with all those years in business, Captain Shine knows what he's doing, so we'll probably see him at his stand for many years to come. Travel is definitely picking up. Well, after this week's snow, it may not seem like running weather, but track and field athletes are revving up for the spring. A Wisconsin Lutheran high schooler recently broke a huge record. Delaney Bry talked to the student about how she's building on that success.
Some athletes choose their sport.
I say probably triple jump.
Triple jump your favorite?
Yeah.
And sometimes the sport is in their DNA.
My brothers, my parents, they were all jumpers. It's really our family, and I just love the sport so much.
For Wisconsin Lutherans Jaya Hoff, it's the ladder.
What drew you to the long jump and the triple jump? My mom, for sure, because she did triple jump in high school. She did it here, actually. Her record is still up there.
The reigning long and triple jump WIAA Division I state champion. Jaya has actually already broke her mother's record.
My goal coming into freshman year, I told her I would be here by my senior year. But like one of our first few outdoor meets, I jumped like 2 feet farther than her record.
Was Mom mad?
She missed it.
Oh no! Jokingly, that may be why Jaya hasn't made Coach update the banner. But this year, she plans on cementing her name in Vikings history.
Good. This season is all about the records. I want the records. I have big goals for this season.
And in case you're wondering what that looks like,
for triple jump, probably 41, and long jump, just to get a legal 20-foot.
Numbers Jaya will look to replicate in college as a member of the DePaul track and field team. Because as her favorite hype man once said, what's the playlist like? Is it like hype you up or is it calm and serene?
It's really hype music.
Okay. Who's your favorite artist?
Probably J. Cole.
We got dreams and we got the right to chase them.
Well, good luck, Jaya, and I hope that she sets all the records that she is shooting for. And hopefully this time her mom gets to see her. That's very important. Easter is coming, and there are so many tasty treats you can enjoy. One has a dubious popularity, and we wanted to know what you think about Peeps.
They're just delicious. They're like a fun little, especially for Easter, they're like the perfect candy for it.
Not a fan.
Peeps?
No.
Not a fan of Peeps.
What's wrong with them?
Haven't liked them since ever.
Yeah, I've never liked them.
Okay.
Yeah, you like them?
I like them.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think they're good. I mean, they're soft and gooey.
I'm not a fan. Too sweet.
I like them. They're really sugary and they're marshmallowy, and I like that.
How about you? Do you like Peeps?
Yeah.
Not a Peep fan. It works out though, because then they have them.
I mean, they're good. They're okay. I like them.
I'm actually, unfortunately, not a Peeps fan. I'm not a marshmallow guy, you know. I respect those that do. You know, I think it has its place, but it's just not for me.
I only think of them really around Easter, but they're probably my favorite part about Easter.
It's surprising how many varieties there are.
I've never been a fan. I'm not a big marshmallow person in general, but my family gets them every year as kind of like a gag gift for each other, so we end up with a lot of Peeps at my house even though no one eats them.
They good until you eat too many of them, and then they're not so good anymore.
And here on the show, we happen to be pretty divided. Our producer, Caitlin, loves to toast her peeps. Never thought about that one. And our photographer says he does not like the texture. Now, me personally, I think they're cute to look at, but I don't really enjoy eating them. So go to our Positively Milwaukee Facebook group if you would like to share your thoughts on peeps. We'd love to hear from you. They are cute, though. Well, America really has a majestic national bird, the bald eagle. One was recently spotted in our area, and video captured of the bird is my first reason to smile this morning. A We Energies employee was driving through Ozark County when he spotted the bird on the side of the road. He called the sheriff, who got the help of Pineview Wildlife Rehabilitation, and they were able to wrangle the bird, who may have been hit by a car. A rehab team will now care for the eagle and will hopefully it will be released once again to the wild. Now, if you do like castles, how about this home in Shorewood? Maybe it's for you. The medieval-inspired home is fully modernized inside, and it just went on sale. It has a massive kitchen, a wine cellar, 8 bedrooms, 9 baths, and of course, plenty of room to entertain. Now, the price is almost $2 million. And if you're thinking about this home, you do need to be pre-qualified to even get a tour. Well, good luck with that. I'll be back with my quote of the week. Welcome back. You cannot shake hands with a clenched fist. Our quote this Sunday morning comes from Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi was India's first and only female prime minister. She helped liberate Bangladesh from Pakistan in the 70s. Bengali people had been persecuted by Pakistani leadership for many years. Gandhi said she could not respond to genocide with negotiation. She said sometimes fighting is the only way. But we can all try to unclench our fists and shake hands. We're all better off if we communicate, collaborate, and compromise. I hope you keep that in mind. And as always, stay positively Milwaukee.